What is up, you guys? So for today's video, I figured I'm gonna do a spring makeup tutorial because I have been really wanting to do, even though I have pink nail polish on today, I have been really wanting to do like a golden peach, more peachy, let's say like a peachy smoky eye. So I want to go ahead and do a spring makeup look, really fresh but still long lasting skin and peachy eyes and peachy nude kind of lip. So let's just get started. So first things first, I always start my makeup routine with primer. You guys know this, and I'm so excited because today's video is actually sponsored by Smashbox. I am so grateful to be able to work with them. Like, this is a dream come true. You guys, this has been my favorite primer for years now. Like, I've lost count. I don't know if it's been 3 years now, maybe 4. It's been years. This is my go-to primer. You guys can see the old packaging here. This is what it looks like. You guys will probably recognize it more by seeing this. What I love about this primer, and the reason why it's my go-to, is it literally works with every single foundation. But this is no BS. If you guys go through all of my foundation first impressions, I'm always using this primer. One of the reasons why, well, I use it first of all for non-first impressions too. Like, this is a part of my makeup routine constantly. But it really works with every single foundation. So that's why I use it a lot for first impressions, because I know it's not going to mess up the foundation. You know what I mean? It just makes your makeup look so blurred, so smooth. It makes your makeup last longer, and it really does help to fill your pores. I like to pat it in my pores. So first I'll kind of rub it around and then really pat it in certain areas. What I love about this too is it's non-greasy as well. It feels extremely lightweight. It feels like I have absolutely nothing on my skin. So if you guys are interested in shopping this primer, then make sure to head to Sephora.ca. You can shop this primer and Smashbox other primers. They have so many amazing primers. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box for you guys. And thank you, a big shout out to Smashbox for sponsoring this video. I'm a huge fan of Smashbox, and like I said, I've been obsessed with this primer for years. So I'm beyond grateful and amazed that they wanted to work with me. So I'm gonna move on to foundation. Actually, before foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of liquid highlight, and I am just going to apply that on the tips of my cheeks. It just gives you a really nice glow. And above the brow, the nose a little, and then that's pretty much it. So anyways, now we're gonna move on to foundation. I'm taking Too Faced Born This Way in Sand. I haven't used this foundation in so long, but it like was a favorite of mine for a while. I just kind of got out of it for a bit. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but my skin looks so smooth, and I'm telling you, it's because of that primer. It's absolutely incredible. I'm just gonna bring it down my chest because it is a little bit dark for me right now, this shade. Okay, so for concealer, I'm actually in love with the new e.l.f. concealer. This is the 16-hour camo concealer. I'm gonna use the shade Medium Beige. So it's crazy because when I was editing my last video, I noticed that on camera, this shade Medium Beige looks like a good shade. Like, it looks like it's bright enough, but in person it's just not bright enough. So I normally just have to add a little bit of light beige just to really brighten things a little, because I do like a pretty bright under eye. And now I'm just gonna blend that out with my Sigma 3D HD sponge. So the next thing I am going to do is use my Huda Beauty loose baking powder, and this is in the shade Sugar Cookie, and it's just translucent. Taking my beauty blender little powder puff, this is absolutely incredible. Dust that off. Make sure I powder down those lids. So I am gonna go straight into contour. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Makeup Contour Stick in Where's Walnut? Yeah, Where's Walnut? So really exciting, I'm actually gonna use the new Fenty bronzer in the shade Private Island, and this is gonna be my first time actually trying it. Wow, really pretty. Okay, so this I'm actually really excited for. I'm gonna take this NYX palette, and I'm taking this beautiful orange blush. And I actually wanna apply a good amount of blush today because I really want that orange to pop through, or that peach to pop through on my cheek. So I'm gonna take quite a bit. A little more. Just really want it to show. Look how pretty that looks. Taking the Pixie highlight, I'm gonna mix a little bit of this shade. So pretty. So I just went ahead and did my brows off camera, and now we're gonna move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Just Peachy palette, or sorry, Just Peachy mattes. And then I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions. So we're gonna use 2 orange and peachy palettes today. The first shade I'm gonna go in with is this shade, Just Peachy, because this is just gonna be a really great transition. And you know what, actually, I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of this Peaches and Cream. Oops, I actually forgot to do something first. I'll just do it right now after this. Okay, so I wanted to first apply this before I did anything. This is the MAC, what are these called again? Pro Longwear Paint Pots in the shade Rubenesque. Such a pretty color. It's like a gold peachy kind of vibe. So I'm actually going to apply this all over the lid first, just as like a nice little base. It's obviously going to reflect under what we put on top. But of course, we're just keeping this on the lid. So I'm actually gonna take the shade Peach Tea with this same brush over here, Peach Tea. And I'm just gonna take that right into the crease. And make sure I bring it out nicely as well. Bring it in, and bring it out. So I think I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush and take that same shade, Peach Tea, and I'm just gonna concentrate it on this outer area, on the outer portion only. Taking Peach Tea again, but with the smaller brush, this is going to really concentrate it. So I'm actually gonna mix Peach Tea with Peaches and Cream, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner and on the inner. Doesn't have to be a lot. I just kind of really wanna like bring it all the way down. Yeah, like that. Take Peach Tea alone. And remember, we have that MAC paint pot underneath, so it's going to reflect differently than it did on that crease, which is really cool. It's just gonna give it some nice dimension. So I actually think I'm really enjoying this palette, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna take this shade right here, Peach Cobbler, which is deeper and warmer, so it's gonna give nice dimension just to this outer corner only. I'm actually gonna mix a little bit of the darker brown, so Peach Tart, and mix that in. Yeah, that looks good. So Peach Cobbler and Peach Tart, just on that outer corner. Switch brushes. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is take this beautiful shade from the Huda Beauty palette, and it actually looks gold, but when you swatch it and when you apply it, it turns into like this very peachy gold, which is really pretty. And I am planning on also mixing it with this on the lid. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna apply this first just to like reapply it. Yes. Taking that shade, I'm gonna pat that on top, or rub it on. Yeah, it's more pigmented when you rub it on. And then I'm going to blend it out with this. So next I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Glitter Wand. What are these called? Special Effects Vice. And this one is in the shade Third Degree. I'm gonna take a little bit of it and put that on the brush. And then lightly tap it just in the center. And that's just going to deposit little bits and glimmers of glitter. It's gonna look so pretty. The next thing I did is I wet this really thin liner brush, and I'm actually going to take it and dip it into that same gold. And then I'm gonna take that and align it underneath here. I'm actually just gonna switch to the paint pot instead. So pretty. So it's just gonna leave a nice little line tying up there. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really like take off this excess product, because again, I don't want like, you know, solid full coverage glitter. Just want little glimmers of glitter. So this wand is rubbed off. There's only a tiny bit of product now. I might even have to pick up a little bit more. Oh yes, it's so pretty. Okay, so lower lash, what I'm gonna do is take peach tea and peach cobbler. Just apply that like 3/4 of the way in. Not all the way, because I want that the inner part to be like really nice and peachy golden. And that's it. Again, rub the excess product off and just put some glitter. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do is take this. I've actually never used this before. This is the Benefit Roller Liner. So this is actually in the shade brown. It's just a really pretty dark brown pen liner. And I'm just going to line really close to the lash line. Not super thick, no, nothing crazy. This is just gonna add like definition. And honestly, I love how pointy and long this tip is. Makes it really easy to get a really thin line. So I just put on my mascara and my falsies. I'm gonna move on to the lips now. So for the lips, I'm gonna use the MAC lip liner in the shade Strip Down. So for lips, I'm actually gonna use the new MAC lipsticks. So they actually came with an entire stripped down collection of lipsticks and glosses, and I think I'm gonna try this one today. This is in the shade Leave Me Breathless. Look how pretty that shade is. Oh my God, you guys know I live for a pale nude lip. So pretty. It definitely is pale, so you need a lip liner with it. And this would probably be easier to pull off if I didn't have a tan. I'll just kind of use the lip liner to blend it all in. Let's just go in with the Strip Down collection. I'm gonna use the new lip gloss in the shade Fashion Punch. Yeah, and it actually has a really nice peachy undertone, which is really nice. It'll match this look. All right, last thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I got this in the mail recently and I'm just gonna try it. Smells amazing and it feels really good. Last thing I'm gonna use is the Glow Getter Setting Spray. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it for this look. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm absolutely obsessed with this look. I feel so ready for spring. I feel bronzy and glowy, but still glam. You know, I didn't go full glowy face. It's like a very, like, not a natural makeup look, but a natural finish where like it's not too matte, not too dewy. I just really love this look and the peachy, and I'm obsessed with this nude lip combo, the new MAC lipsticks and lip glosses. Perfection. Also, again, huge shout out to Smashbox for sponsoring today's video. I feel so blessed and so grateful to even be able to work with them, and the fact that they reached out to me is incredible. So thank you so much to them, and thank you to you guys. Again, I hope you guys love this look. I wanna know what other ones you guys want me to do. Let me know. What other themes, what other colors, what other techniques do you want me to try out for spring and summer? I'll definitely do them. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.